going on YouTube? I have exclusive gameplay for you today and I'm super excited to share. It is the new map Vondel on Warzone 2. Let's get straight into it. So first and foremost, I want to say that I was not playing with my controller. I was playing with a PS5 default controller, no paddles, no digital tap triggers, any of that. It was my first time ever playing with a PS5 controller. So if I look like I'm shooting ziggies left and right, that's because I was, yeah, I was not familiar with this controller. The whole controller was vibrating. The triggers were vibrating, everything. But anyway, I won the first game. So I won the first game ever of Vondel. So I am super excited to share this gameplay with you today. Let's get right into it. So you can't hear any of our comms throughout this video. I guess it didn't pick up on the recording. So you guys won't hear my phenomenal call outs, unfortunately. So yeah, the map is really, really beautiful. It is really colorful, which is a super nice change since previous maps, especially the stadium area, which is where we're gonna land first. It's really, really bright and fun, and yeah, it was crazy hot though. So the stadium is actually where a favorite supply drop, like your I don't know if you guys remember, but in Warzone 1 we had our personal supply boxes. That's where they land, is at stadium. So that's why there was like a bunch of people. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of shots here. Yeah, let everybody close your eyes, don't watch that. Yeah, as you can see, it's like super bright, nice and colorful, but crazy hot drop. So another really nice thing that they're adding with Vondel is that your resurgence timer will be based off of your party size. So example, you load into quads and then you have a teammate that leaves. Your resurgence timer will be on par with playing resurgence trios. So it will be a much shorter timer, so you come back to life a lot quicker. So I think that will be really, really fun, especially if you like to like solo quad and stuff like that. That's going to be super fun to have just like a solo resurgence timer. So it's going to be cool. There's going to be so much fun new content on this game. So we're also playing with 150 base health, so 300 health with all plates on. But that's all the updates that they did for our playtest. So like the lethals were not adjusted to the health size, or none of the guns were adjusted to the health size. So like we're really just playing on like season 3.5 but with 150 health. So just keep that in mind in this gameplay. Oh yes, so they also changed the water. So there's actually loot in the water. I don't think I show that in any of my gameplay, but there's loot caches and loot boxes in the water, in the canals. And they also made it so that the water looks much more clear, so that when you look down you can actually see people swimming, which is really nice because there's a lot of water on this map, which was one of my biggest concerns, but it wasn't that big of a deal because like you can still see, like I can see that person's full body in the water. So I do think they did a really good job at keeping it nice and clear. Also, another thing that you will probably take note of throughout the game is that there will be an addition of fog throughout the map. So that's like their dynamic fog. I don't know the specific word, but pretty much as the game goes on, it will get foggier and foggier, and that's not for every game. Some games will be less foggy, some games will be more foggy, some games will start with fog and end clear. So like you really don't know. That's like the whole dynamic part about it, is that it's supposed to change map to map. And also in Resurgence, the fog isn't affected as much as in other game modes. So like DMZ, I think the fog hits a little harder than in Resurgence. There's also a new car in Vondel specifically. It's not in any other maps. It's pretty much a boat slash car. So it can take you in the water. It can take you on ground. It can do literally everything. It also has lots of mobility. Again, I don't have any gameplay of me in the car. I couldn't find it. And also I was just like so focused on actually playing that I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. But apparently it's super mobile. Like you can like get on drive on top of cars, so it's like much more mobile than any other vehicle that we've seen so far in Warzone 2. Something that's really nice that I think they did really, really well in Vondel, because it is so vertical, so like everything is super high. They made it so that you can't peek any windows. So, you know, like here, they could have put a window so that you could see someone on the third floor. No, no, no. That's not a possibility. In this area of the map, you only have windows at the first floor, or you can get to the roof. There's no third floor, second floor window that you can peek through. So, like, when you're running through this area, you just have to scout first floor and the roof. And then you're like, okay, it's clear. We're good. Which is... really helps with like camping and clearing out an area and feeling a little safer on the map. But no, this area is very nice. You can pretty much parkour through like all of the rooftops. It's really cool. There's also a new weapon. Well, a couple new weapons, but I got gameplay with the AR. It's the Razorback. It is really fun to use. It has 0 recoil, but as far as I can tell, I don't think it hits really hard. But again, like I said, we didn't really play the actual update. We played like a pre-update, I guess, where they just changed the base health. So maybe when the update comes out, the Razorback's going to be a lot better. But it was really fun to use. So I'm really, really excited to play around with it. So at the end of the game here, something really, really cool happens. We get to use one of the new features, the flare gun. I actually get bought back by the flare gun. It's awesome. It's just this field upgrade that you have, so kind of like the same thing as your portable buy. Everything goes in the same slot, where you have to be outside and then you literally like shoot a flare up in the sky and then it reses a teammate. You don't know which one, but I was the only one dead, so it brought me back, and then we ended up winning the game. So I thought that was really cool. You know, for playing on a PS5 controller, my aim could be a lot worse, so I haven't watched the gameplay yet, so I feel like I did okay. You see all the rooftops. We can jump from one rooftop to the next. I really like it. I really do. I think this is going to be one of their banger maps, kind of like a Fortune's Keep. I thought this was a door. This was crazy. This was crazy. This whole sequence was super intense. I didn't mean to shoot bodies. Swag, I promise. I promise. I just thought you weren't dead yet. So here you really get to see the water. Look at how clear it is. Like, it is so much clearer than any other map so far. This is the castle area of the map. It's really, really beautiful. It is the most open place on the map, in my opinion. So just do keep that in mind if this is somewhere you want to land. Yeah, as you can see, it's just open fields here. This is really the only part of the map that is this open. Here, I was trying to get behind the cars, which I thought was going to be definitely the best place, but as you can tell, that was not the play. Woo! I was trying to get away. I had no smokes. And this is where I get bought back by the flare gun. Modern Warzone has it. Or no, it was Sally. I think Sally has it, and you hear the flare get shot up. One of them had the flare, and then here I am. I'm bought back just like a regular buyback. I get to float. I also come back in with a gun, as you do in Resurgence later on in the game. You come back with a gun. It's the same thing when you get bought back using a flare. So I get to ping everybody for my teammates. Doug really went crazy this game. He really did. He had a phenomenal game. See, I can even see almost through the water at this height. Like, the water is really, really clear. And there it is. It's the 1v3. Then I see the last guy. Boom. Game-winning kill. That was the first Vondel win. We got to see a bunch of cool stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I had a lot of fun. They also have the new mode, Lockdown, that I also got gameplay on. Lockdown is pretty much Plunder in a hardpoint had a baby. That's what Lockdown would be. You spawn in with your guns. Then you have to lock down a hard point. You gain points, and the team with the most points at the end of the game ends up winning. It's a crazy fast-paced game mode. If you like Plunder, I think you're really gonna like this game mode. It's also gonna be a really good game mode to like level up your weapons and everything. And I'm really, really excited to play it once the season comes out. I think there's gonna be so much content. They're coming out with so much new stuff. I really, really can't wait. I think this map is gonna be a banger. It really gives me Fortune's Keep type of vibes. So I think it's going to do really well, and I think you guys are going to be really happy with it. Once you guys do play it, let me know how you like it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.